What's going on, world? Brian Wright here, and you're now tuned into the Brian Wright Radio Show, where we offer value in the form of content that'll help you change your mindset, change your life, and become the best version of yourself. No matter what religion, race, creed, sexual orientation, none of that stuff matters, because at the end of the day, we are all the human race. My goal is to tap into this source and deliver this message to you, and you can take it in and apply it to your life in some way and go out into the world and serve it and make it a better place than we found it. That is the purpose of this channel. So today, I didn't really get to walk for ideas. I went to bed late last night because I was trying to get this video out that just dropped. If you haven't heard that video, it's called Solitude and why it's important when going towards your goals. Make sure you go check that video out. But I was having a hard time uploading it, but I ended up figuring it out and now it's uploaded. But I woke up late, got to the gym late, still got to the gym, but got to the gym late and I was running behind. So when I started to walk today, it was too hot. The sun was too hot. But shout out to the heat coming because I enjoy spring, summer, and fall. I do not like the wintertime. But when I was walking today, I was just thinking about this morning when I went to the gym. I always do the Stairmaster and then I end up lifting. But today, my mind was trying to trick me on not doing the Stairmaster. I was thinking, well, I could come back later. I can do it later on today. I can always come back. Or I can do it right now like I always do. But in just that quick second, the mind was ready to play a game on me because I love the feeling of cardio. I love the feeling of how it makes you feel afterwards. A lot of people don't really like cardio like that. I love cardio. And then when you blend it with weights, it's even better. But the mind was getting ready to trick me that fast and to have me thinking that the Stairmaster, I can just skip it. And this week, it's just been a challenge because I have just been battling this thing between my ears. I really have. And it's so good at trickery. Like your mind can trick you into thinking wild thoughts about yourself, your situation, what you have going on, when really there's nothing wrong. You are right where you need to be. But I believe it's because of our conditioning. And when we're conditioned to not shoot for the stars, to aim for the bare minimum and to not, go after high goals, when you want to change that mindset, it is tough because no one's ever done it that you know. And you would be the pinnacle of that. But it's going to come with a lot of challenges. It's going to come with a lot of trickery. And it's not going to be hard stuff. I always say, when I think about what I'm doing right now, it is not hard to sit down on this mic and to talk to you guys and deliver a message. The hardest thing to do is believe I can. That is really the hardest thing to do. Because even today, when I was getting ready to do this, my mind was creeping up and it was trying to get me to procrastinate. It was trying to get me to scroll on social media. But then I had to catch myself. It's tricking me to try to make me think that I can take a break. Because the views are going up, I can take a break. No, this is not the time for me to take a break. And don't let the mind trick you to make you think that. If you are not where you want to be, you need to be going hard. And when you go hard, it's going to be certain levels to this. And every level that you get to, it's like a new level that you have to face. And your mind is going to do everything in its power to try to trick you out of your spot. It's going to do everything in its power to not let you go there, because when you leave the comfort zone, you're going to be in uncharted waters. You're going to be where nobody has ever been. And people are going to watch you and they're going to critique you. And you're still going to have to stay afloat. You're still going to have to continue on that journey. There's the trickery. Here it comes. Look at them laughing at you. You ain't did it yet. You ain't accomplished it yet. Give up. It's so easy to give up these days. I once heard Rick Ross say, if you're a person looking for excuses, you'll always find one. because it's easy to come up with an excuse than it is a result. And that is because results are the byproduct of work. No work, no results. And that's what the mind wants to trick us in. It wants us to think about the rewards more than the work. And then when we don't get the rewards right away, it tricks us again to give up. And trust me, failure is not fun. I understand that because I've done it plenty of times and it's not a good feeling. But it's time for us to rewire our brains because failure is the only way that we can find out what does not work. Stop tricking yourself to think that failure is the end. Stop tricking yourself to think that you don't have to work for a year in order to get a result of anything that you do. Stop thinking that you can have the fire before you get the wood. That's never going to happen. That's all tricks. How to get rich quick, all that other stuff, that's a trick to get you to spend your money 9 times out of 10. And that is because they prey on people that are passionate about changing their lives. So they know, like, I can pull this trick over their eyes. I've seen it plenty of times at real estate seminars and stuff like that, where they play on your passion and they trick you into signing up for something that costs a lot of money. We've all been there before. But now is the time to know I don't need any of that. The only thing that I need to do is not fall for life tricks and be ready to put in the work every day. That is the way that you beat the tricks in the games of life. You got to show up every day. It is my job to show up here every day and deliver these messages. No matter what my mind tries to tell me, because it tries to tell me all the time that I shouldn't do this, that no one's going to listen, that the views aren't there. No one's ever done this. It's the same old tricks. How many times are you going to get played by the same old trick of life? Telling you what you can't do. Telling you who you can't be. Telling you that there's no way that you can break your family's generational curse. That's all a trick. Just to get you not in action. And not being in action keeps the cycle going. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit on the sidelines? Or are you going to get in the game? And are you going to play? Because one thing's for sure, you listening to this, I know that you're probably the one that's in your family that everybody probably looks up to, that everybody sees as if somebody was to get us out of here, it would be and put your name right there. Trust me, I understand. Stop with the imposter syndrome. You are that person that you think you are. You can do that thing that you think you can. But one thing that you have to do, you have to stop with the imposter syndrome and you have to stop thinking so small. Go big, go hard, and do it consistently. The mind will try to trick you so fast. In the blink of a second, I could have agreed and went, I'm not getting on that Stairmaster. But I saw the trick and I said, you know what? Nope, I do it every day, 5 days a week because I want the results. Stop letting life trick you. And I'll close with this. The truth is, your mind isn't always your ally. It's designed to keep you safe, not successful. But once you understand that fear, doubt, and resistance are just outdated programs running in the background, you reclaim the power to rewrite the script. You don't have to believe every thought you think. Believe in your vision instead and let your actions prove your mind wrong. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified of the next video. And I appreciate y'all. This is the Brown Right Radio Show. Gone.